It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll see a pair of teams who shared the city of Dallas in the early 60s. It's the Cheifs and the Cowboys, under the lights on Thursday night.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Dallas Cowboys. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Opening play, and Stroud will throw it. And his first pass is incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Chiefs offense for their first possession, and it's Patrick Mahomes at quarterback.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Patrick going to change the play. Mahomes now on first down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Now he's loose down the left sideline, and he'll be ridden out of bounds all the way down at the 15-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run, 64 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver or that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are on the board here first in the season opener. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Stroud looking to throw. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago. So a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Stroud. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to start them out when you do that.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 33. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 44 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Play action. Stroud now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
Past the 60, past the 60. Bronco switch, Bronco switch.
They'll give to Pollard running left. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. And each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice, 36 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well, they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing now is Stroud. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
On the bootleg, Stroud. Flush to his right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
On the ball, now.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Let's go now.
Now 3rd down and 7.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Come 19. Come 19.
And Stroud now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Stroud. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Pollard will take it up the gut. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Able to find Gray here. They'll get just a couple, but the sticks move again.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Let's face it, when you have a guy who can pick up those types of runs and keep the chains moving or stay ahead of the chains, you're making everyone else on offense happy because you're opening things up to allow for a whole lot of different play calls.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
On the ready.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Pollard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Okay, ready.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Stroud to throw it. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th. So this defense, they gave up some yards on this drive, but bottom line, they came up with a sack when it mattered.
And we know that every down counts, but let's be honest about it. People focus on 3rd down as a real key down in any drive, any situation. And they took full advantage of 3rd down there and made a play.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take, punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And he's got Booker. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
That is caught by Rice for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Offense back out there, and we shine the spotlight on the Memphis man, Tony Pollard. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Go!
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back 60.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short.
Get it! Hustle!
Looking to throw. Stroud. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. This a 2nd and 8.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Stroud. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Mahomes going to change things up. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. One of the best of the early games, we'll highlight it there. The Giants in for a stern test at home at MetLife Stadium as they'll square off with the New Orleans Saints. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on what should be a very tough opponent. And one final game to highlight. It's Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after that first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in Week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they'll audible to something else. Throwing now is Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Rice. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
A gain of 3 on the play. And the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 27-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Just a gain of a couple there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were.
That's caught inside the 20. A big play here from Dallas. 63 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Stroud looking to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now Stroud. And this This is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out come the Cheifs now. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Rice. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Mahomes' throw complete there to Rice. Now he's loose again. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Rashee Rice with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Chiefs will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Lamb. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now a give here to Pollard. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing now is Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Stroud off the play fake. And that's caught left side by the tight end, Gray. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Hey, check that.
Run for Pollard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. And Stroud now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Here we go.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. Stroud. And that will be incomplete as well. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's dumped off to Pollard. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside, and they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Trap 60, trap 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Stroud now on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no luck at all to start this drive as they're going to drop him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. That's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big 4th quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A quick throw caught by Rice. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snapped, and they're there and they end up making the play.
A run by Pacheco on second down. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Dallas offense set for this next drive. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience.
Set it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And this one quickly to Lamb.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
One final shot for C.J. Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, partner, the season officially underway. It was great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always a special one. And love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.
So for Kansas City, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.